On December 22nd, 2013, Future appeared to have one of the hottest remixes of the year with Karate Chop, which included a verse from Lil Wayne that will never be forgotten. However, it was remembered for all the wrong reasons. Let's take a listen.
About to put rims on my skateboard wheel. Beat that pussy up like Emmett Till. Yeah.
For context, Emmett Till was a black 14-year-old boy who suffered one of the most brutal murders in U.S. history. While visiting family in Money, Mississippi on August 26, 1955, the 14-year-old Emmett Till got caught flirting with a white woman. The white woman's husband and his brother then made Emmett carry a 75-pound cotton gin to the bank of the Tallahatchie River. Then the two men proceeded to beat him nearly to death, gouged out his eye, shot him in the head, and then threw his body tied to the cotton gin fan with barbed wire into the river. Erica Gordon Taylor, a cousin of Till's and the founding director of the Mamie Till Moby Memorial Foundation, said, to compare his murder and how bullied, beaten, and tortured he was to the anatomy of a woman was really very disrespectful. It was offensive not only to us, but to our ancestors and to themselves as young black men. Epic Records, who Lil Wayne was signed to at the time, announced that the lyric will be taken off the official remix of Karate Chop due to the controversy, but that didn't seem to help as he was then dropped from a multi-million-dollar deal with Mountain Dew not too long after. However, Lil Wayne is not the only artist to reference a murder as a way to get some bars off, and his good friend and known collaborator Eminem would say something even worse in the year 2000. But before we get into that, let's showcase just how soft this generation has become. Ever wonder why Drake stopped making music with J. Cole after 2013? Well, I think I found the answer. Cole and Drizzy faced quite possibly the most criticism in their entire careers in 2013, and it's not the type of feedback you'd normally see fans give them today for something like underwhelming albums or lack of output. It was for a particular bar that J. Cole said in their song Jodeci when he rapped,
"Go check the numbers, dummy. That's just me getting started. I'm artistic, you niggas is autistic, retarded, started."
For those who don't know, autism is a developmental disorder that causes sensory issues and difficulties with social interaction, but is also home to one of the most sensitive communities on earth. Due to Cole referring to his rivals as autistic and retarded, the US organization Autism Speaks was offended, and it went as far as people starting petitions to quote, stop Drake, J. Cole, and Warner Brothers Records from promoting hatred of autistics/people with autism, which gained nearly 4,000 signs. Keep in mind that Cole was already in serious trouble at the time because in early 2013 he was getting a lot of heat for a line of Illuminati where he said the F word. He later formally apologized to the autistic community through a tweet on Twitter stating, "I said something in a rap that was offensive to those with autism. Feel terrible. A tweet apology wouldn't do," and then proceeded to link a website where he details his entire thoughts on the situation. Drake also issued an apology on his OVO blog, so it kind of seems like Drake was trying his best to keep his picture-perfect image in the public eye. But this controversy is puny when reflecting on what one of the most uncancelable artists we have ever seen grace a microphone did in the year 2000. After making waves with his provocative lyrics and his debut album, The Slim Shady LP, Eminem continued to leave critics in shock with his anticipated follow-up, The Marshall Mathers LP, in 2000. Besides claiming he would rape his mother, made a song fantasizing about killing his ex-wife Kim, and glorified a wide range of drug use, one of the most polarizing lines that had come from the album can be found on the song I'm Back.
Stand them all in line. Add an AK-47, a revolver, and 9, and that's a whole school of bullies shot up all at one time.
He makes reference to the tragic Columbine high school shooting, which took place in Colorado just 1 year prior. Now just imagine a rapper doing something like this today, and referencing a recent tragedy such as the Uvalde school shooting. It would have to be one of the most attention-seeking, clout-chasing rappers in the game like Tekashi 6ix9ine or Lil Drop Top Golf Cart. However, Eminem's response may have you look at the situation differently. He responded to all the backlash in his book Angry Blonde, and yes, Eminem wrote a book before. If you didn't know that, subscribe, because it was here where he claimed that he was just paying homage to one of his favorite rappers and idols growing up, Rakim, who rapped a similar set of bars. Eminem was also bullied very often while growing up, which he detailed a lot on the Slim Shady LP on songs such as Brain Damage, and was even sued by the bully mentioned in the song. Eminem said, quote, "My whole thing was, what is the big fucking deal? That shit happens all the time. Why is this topic so touchy as opposed to, say, a 4-year-old kid drowning? Why isn't that considered a huge tragedy? People die in my city all the time. People get shot. People get stabbed, raped, mugged, killed, and all kinds of shit. What the fuck is a big deal about the Columbine that makes it separate from any other tragedy in America?" 13 years later, he would finally get to rap these lines uncensored on Rap God.